Yeah, what's up, Coalition Crew? It's your fearless leader Mario, and today we reacting to some videos of some parents and some children. Stay tuned. Daddy, get on your jaw, nigga. Daddy, get on your jaw, nigga. It's dedication. Daddy, better get on your jaw, nigga. Daddy, get on your jaw, nigga. It's dedication. Daddy, better get on your jaw, nigga. Daddy, get on your jaw, nigga. It's dedication. Daddy better get on your jaw, nigga. Daddy get on your jaw, nigga. You can look me in my face, see I'm really dedicated. I'ma be a dead unless I'm dead or incarcerated. I ain't deadbeat, you can go and claim that I'm less. Say I'm lame, say I'm tripping, I'm still a real nigga. Hey. What's up, Coalition Crew? Today we reacting to a couple of videos of parents, children, the whole nine. So let's get right into it. This first video, judging by the title, looks like somebody's kid been getting abused by a babysitter or something, so let's get right into it.
Is ABC Action News.
Now at 11, bloodied and bruised. A father catching a teen, he says, with
Boy, somebody gave you the beats, boy.
in the act of sexually assaulting his son.
Wow.
I got him in a bloody puddle for you right now, officer.
Oh.
That father faced with an unimaginable situation. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jameson Euler.
Bro, if I came home and somebody was molesting my motherfucking son, you wouldn't even seen the picture of it, man. That's how bad it would have been.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Social media tonight buzzing about a dad taking justice into his own hands to protect his 11-year-old son.
As he should have.
Alex Hobson joins us live in the newsroom with more. Alex?
Well, at this very hour, take a look. The story has been shared more than 1,000 times on our Facebook page, with folks speaking out overwhelmingly in support of the father who took matters into his own hands when he caught the alleged abuser he trusted as his son's babysitter.
Oh yeah, he got
A beaten
the
and
shit beat
bruised
out of him.
Raymond Frolander stood
would have
before
too,
a
boy. I would've
judge and
pummeled
didn't
you,
say a
man.
word during his first appearance in court. Daytona Beach police arresting Frolander for sexually assaulting an 11-year-old
Wow.
boy. His face severely bruised after the boy's father caught him in the act and then beat him unconscious. This phone call to 911 happened shortly after.
I just walked in and found a grown man molesting, and I got him in a bloody puddle for you right now, officer.
Boy, you can hear the emotion and the anger in his voice. Like you walk in to your house, say for instance you just got out of work, you walk in your house, and you see somebody molesting your 11-year-old son. A guy that you trusted. Man, I can't even put into words what I would have did to the little boy.
Okay, sir.
You discover that he has been sexually abusing
I
him
guess it's
in
the
your
police.
home. You know, father did what a father had to do.
Police found
It
Frolander
sounded like they gonna let
motionless
him
on
get
the
off.
floor of the apartment where the sexual battery occurred. First responders had to take him to the hospital to be checked out.
His jaw.
I sent him an ambulance. He's gonna need one.
Were there any weapons involved?
My fist, my foot.
Police
I know
say the
that shit,
victim
right?
told them Frolander had been assaulting him since he was 8 years
Wow.
old.
You think to yourself, here's a young man whose innocence was taken away from him. You know,
Bro, this dude, this wasn't the first instance. So imagine the guilt as a parent that you would have on yourself to know that every day since this boy been 8 years old to 11 years old, I've left him at home with this dude. The amount of guilt on that father, he took out on home face. Because you've been leaving your kid with him and trusting him and sitting around this young man thinking, okay, this dude, a pretty cool dude. Come to find out he molesting your kid. Psh.
8 to 11-year-olds should be outside riding their bike and playing sports and playing video games.
Frolander did not receive a bond and will stay in jail for the time being. Investigators are making sure he is not victimized.
Oh, he gonna
any
get
other
beat up
children.
behind that wall.
And get this, police said Frolander admitted he had sexual relationship with the victim, reportedly saying, "I'm guilty," at the end of his interview with police. As for the father, he's not facing any criminal charges. Reporting live in the newsroom, Alex Hobson, ABC Action
Oh yeah, he
News.
going to state. That's sick. That's sick. From that video, the main thing I remove is watch who you leave your kids around. Whether it be a babysitter, a teacher, a daycare, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. You cannot trust everybody with the good intentions of your kid. You have the best intentions for your kids, so you need to make sure you put your kid in the best situations possible. I understand that you can't be everywhere at all times, but you have to do a character and moral evaluation on people that you leave around your kids, because everybody doesn't have the same standards that you do. All right, now let's get into this next video. It's about a young man that's looking like he may have possibly did a crime or something, and he finna get hammed up. I don't know. I've never seen the video. Let's check it out.
The woman robbed by 3 teenagers in Fulton County tells 11 Alive she could not believe how young her assailants were.
Very young there, and all 3 were finally sentenced this week. 11 Alive's Doug Richards has more.
Felicia Evans says she was victimized in this neighborhood in a scheme that was both elaborate and, she says, so low stakes that it would have been laughable except for the robbery at gunpoint.
It was just a way of making a little more income.
Evans says she'd been delivering pizzas for a local franchise when a call came in July 2017 with an order for an address on Buckhurst Trail. She drove up.
You know, they tell you to trust your instincts.
And saw that the home appeared to be unoccupied.
And that day I didn't.
Yet she says she saw 2 boys, one outside, who claimed the pizza delivery.
And once he went inside, that's when the person that was outside came up behind me with the gun.
I'm gonna pause it right there. To all my black young men, all my minorities, everybody in general, I'm gonna tell you this as just a pro tip, because I used to not be this person that you see today. I used to be a person that engaged in certain activities I'm not proud of. But through that life, I learned one thing. Do not rob the pizza man. Do not rob the Chinese food man. Don't rob the Uber driver. Don't rob the Uber Eats driver, because they don't got no money on them, bro. In your mind, you just thinking of a quick lick. Ooh, they delivering pizzas, and don't rob them, bro. What you gonna get, a pizza in $15? A pizza in $100? Them folks have certain guidelines that they follow to avoid instances like this. You're not gonna get no money, bro. I'm not telling you to hit a higher stakes crime, but at the end of the day, if you're gonna do this, don't do no stupid ass shit like rob a pizza lady or rob people in general, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And a lot of black men feel like that's the only way to get money is to rob and sell dope. But at the same time that you put in plotting that robbery, you can plot a business plan. The same fear you had of committing that robbery, that anxiety that you had when you finna pull the fire and the person right there, overcome that same anxiety by starting you a podcast or a business or going to apply for a job, doing an interview. We tend to think that the only way to get money is out of the streets, man. You got a mind, man. This shit is a game. You got to play by the rules or you're going to get put out the game. And shit like this will have you put out the game for good.
And start demanding my possessions.
Evans says she had a phone, a few
dollars,
cash, and
a motherfucking piece.
The thieves took all 3. They drove off in her...
Now you about to do 30 to 40 years for $3 a pizza and the phone. And then why you take the phone? It's 2021, bro. You don't think these folks can track phone, find my iPhone? Oh, you thought you was going to sell the phone? Man, these guys, man, look at
Ford Fusion, then apparently
that's so petty. I don't even know what to say.
Police found them inside her red stolen car within minutes.
The one that I really noticed was the one holding the gun. He definitely looked very young.
Then police found this video where one of the teens bragged about what they'd done.
When I did him like that, he was like, man, this job, you can have the pizza. I said, that, I want them.
Y'all are making me sick with this social media stuff, bro. If you do a robbery, why would you go admit the full robbery on live, bro? Y'all are tripping. You doing this because he probably got good parents, ain't have to do none of this. He just want to live that life. No disrespect to nobody in the rap game. They listen to their rap music and want to become what they hear. And look at what you did. They're going to play this in court, open and shut case.
Money in your car.
DeQuandre Weaver was 14 when this video was shot. This week, a judge sentenced Weaver to serve 20 years in prison for a list of felonies. Investigators said he and a teenage accomplice robbed and shot another pizza delivery driver the day before they robbed Evans.
I was thinking this child was so innocent when he already shot and tried to kill somebody else the day before, and apparently happy about it.
Evans says after she was robbed.
Fucking ridiculous.
Happening right now, the trial of a 15-year-old boy charged with murder. Today, his family members tried to pin the crime on someone else. Channel 2's Tony Thomas is live in Gwinnett County where the defendant's loved ones testified. Tony?
Craig, all the witnesses today were called by the prosecution, and whether they knew it or not, the jurors were actually hearing the crux of the defense case as well. Those family members and close friends.
So let me get this straight. First you snitched on your brother and your partner. Then you trying to recant your statement, as they say in the courtroom. What's up?
Sorry.
Hold on, Sarai. What happened, Weston?
He said
I told you to hold on, baby.
She's yelling.
She yelled at you?
Yeah.
Did you say sorry? Okay, well, everything's okay. Okay?
I'll see one of your.
Huh?
One of your
What?
videos.
My videos? I'm recording one right now.
Okay. I'll see it.
All right, when I'm done with it, I'm going to let you see it, okay?
Okay.
All right, love you.
Love you.
Go ahead and go play. Close my door, baby. Life of being a dad. All right, back to the video. Now, like I was saying, to me, it looks like first he was snitching on his brother and his partner, but now his family got him doubling back and recanting his statement, as they say, and just snitching on his partner. Let's see.
The defendant, Reginald Lofton, all took the stand and admitted they were giving new details. They said they'd never told anyone before.
Are you making this up to try to help your brother?
No. Prosecutors say just after Papa John's delivery driver Shane Varnador was murdered, Malik Buckley told investigators his younger brother, 14-year-old Reginald Lofton, and friend Jermaine Young woke him up.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way that you didn't hear that gunshot and then you trying to double back and spare your little people. That ain't official. Okay, so this next video looked like somebody that went to court, did some little shit, and now the judge is having to change of heart, I guess. Let's check it out, folks.
On a Bob Norman investigation of a so-called youthful offender facing a controversial 60-year prison term for violating his probation. But as Bob Norman reports today, the judge who handed out the harsh sentence had a dramatic change of heart.
60 years for violating pay.
Another chance. That's what 23-year-old Herbert Smith wanted today from Judge Matthew Destry, to reconsider his 60-year prison sentence for violating probation. 47 more years than even the prosecutor had asked for, prompting a petition that gathered 20,000 supporters for Smith.
He's a burglar. He's a robber. There's tremendous amounts of evidence supporting it.
The prosecutor pointed out that Destry had given Smith a break 3 years ago when he sentenced him to...
That shit just made me be so mad at the court system because they try to make the man look like an animal even though he did what he did, but you don't have to cast that type of light on him. You know what I'm saying? Just, you don't got to say all that in front of his family, make him look like a monster, man. Either you got a case or you don't.
Just 2 years in prison as a youthful offender on convictions of home burglaries and a strong-arm robbery. But after serving his time, Smith failed to comply with nearly all the terms of his probation, culminating in the October suspended driving arrest in a car with a convicted felon, a box of bullets, and...
Stop riding with all that. If you in the streets and you doing wrong, stop riding with everything in the car. This is not a criminal handbook. I'm telling you right now, don't do any of these things that you see or anything that I tell you I've done. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to figure out what was even my own rationality to be riding around with guns, marijuana, things like this. It doesn't make any sense. I used to ride around with guns and I wasn't even beefing with anybody. I can't find the rationality in the things that we do as people, so we got to change it. Stop riding dirty, fella.
Suspected stolen goods.
I'm here to say that 60 years just does not seem fair and reasonable.
Pastor Alan Jackson, who has never met Smith, protested the sentence and promised that if the judge gave him that chance, his church would mentor him.
I have been trying to save you, Herbert Smith, for the past 3 years. Clearly, you were still out there leading the thug life.
Then he mentioned the pastor.
Good people, they want to find you a job, Herbert Smith. They want to keep you out of trouble and away from bad influences.
Then Destry dropped the bombshell.
I have decided to suspend your sentence of 60 years.
That young man is the luckiest man on the face of the planet right now. You just caught a 60-pack. And the judge suspended the whole thing because the community, that's the thing that people need to understand. With what I'm doing and whatever dreams and goals you and your community have, is that we have the power if we come together as a people. His people in his community got his lifespan. So if I was him, I'd take this as a second chance at life and get my shit together, man.
Destry gave Smith that chance, along with 15 more years probation.
Mr. Smith, you have become a symbol of a young man at a crossroads.
Yes, he has.
Which path will you choose?
You might say that Herbert Smith got the best Christmas gift he could ever imagine today, but Judge Destry was very clear. If he goes off that path, he's going back to prison for 60 years. In Fort Lauderdale, I'm Bob Norman.
That's crazy. Well, y'all, that's all the videos we got for today. More videos coming soon. Please feel free to donate to the Cash App, the Fundly account, or the PayPal. And with that being said, Coalition Crew, I'm out. Yeah.